Welcome to Radiography 1201, which is Introduction to Radiography. This is a quick course walkthrough of the eCampus version of this course so that you'll know how to navigate. What you're going to do the first day that you log in is you're going to click on the Start Here. As soon as you click on the Start Here, you'll be taken to a list of items, the first being where it says First Step Course Orientation. You're going to click here, and you're going to see a welcome from your instructor, and then you're going to see step-by-step what you need to do. So that's the first and foremost. To print this, you can, from this document, go to File, Download As, and you can download this to your computer and print it if you want a printable version. Once that's completed, you're going to look at what is on the list and kind of just follow through there as far as during the orientation. You want to go look at, the next step is that you're going to want to read the syllabus. This is the current syllabus for this semester. You can look at it, we have it in two ways. You can either print it, you can download it and print it, or you can just read it. This is like a quick access to the course syllabus, which we, from just past courses, we know that students like because they can just have a, quick access to be able to look and see what the syllabus says. Right here is the textbook. The course outline will tell you what we're going to be covering in this course. And then really important is that you read the grading structure. The grading structure tells you how much each item is worth. From there, you're going to notice that there is a syllabus calendar button tab here. And when you click on that, you can, this is where the printable version of the syllabus is located. So you can just open this up. It's a Google Doc. Actually, it's the same thing as what you were looking at before. You should be able to print this as well. We're going to revisit that. But that's the syllabus. And then, and then here's the course calendar, and you can double check and make sure it's the current semester that you're in. And it gives you the week, the dates, the topic, the assignments due, and the quiz due dates. This course only has quizzes. There's no test. Technically, they're just small tests every week or every unit. Yeah, so this is based on a 1 week. So you'll have a quiz due at the end of each week on Sunday night at 11:59. This is where you can find out who your instructor is for this semester. This semester, it's Mrs. Cobb. And this tells you a little bit about Mrs. Cobb. If you need to contact Mrs. Cobb, this gives you her email address under Contact button. And the course announcements is where the landing page is for each time there's a course announcement. So anytime you can go back and read through if there's any current announcements or even any old announcements going through the beginning of the course. You can click here to look at your grades. And then this is where the units are. So starting with the first week, you're going to be working for 4 weeks in each unit. So the semester is 16 weeks. So you're going to start with Unit 1. You're going to click on the profession. This is the week 1, Intro to Imaging Sciences. You'll click here and you'll see that you have several icons. You're going to go through each of these icons. They're in an order that is preferred. The preferred approach, but there again, it's kind of, you'll know just kind of how you need to work. So when you click on reading, the reading guide and outline, this gives you what you need to read and what you need to focus on. This is an outline that's very detailed to help you kind of narrow down what you need to understand, instead of reading just the entire book front to back. Then going back to the week, so then there's a view button, and if there's something that we want you to view, that'll be under this tab. This is a link to a YouTube video that we want you to watch. Just know that if it's in these, under these icons and in this content, it means that you are going to be questioned on some of these things. So if it's there, you need to know it. We are not going to waste your time putting things in here that we're not going to ask you about on quizzes. Okay, so make sure that you go through everything that's listed here. This is where the discussion board is. If there's not a discussion board assignment for the week, there won't be an icon there for it. The same thing with the view. Excuse me, if there is not a video for the week, there's not going to be a view tab there. The flashcards, these are critical and you're going to love them because this gives you little flashcards for every chapter and tells you the vocabulary you need to know. So to look at these, you can open these up. This is chapter 1. If you want to view them, you can just do
bone densitometry.
Oh, it also has a accessibility feature, so it'll read them to you. But there is a way to click here to begin. So what this does is once you click there to begin, it brings you this up. It'll say bone densitometry. Oh, here it is to flip. So that's how you can view through these. And then to go on to the next, you use the arrow key to go on to the next. Okay? So that's how that works. Every chapter will have flashcards. Then, underneath flashcards are your graded assignments. This is where the quizzes each week will be, along with any other assignments that count for some kind of a grade. So the first week you'll have the syllabus quiz, and you'll have your regular quiz for chapter 1. You'll have the discussion board, which is introductions. And I don't know why this is on here twice, but it's the same thing. So syllabus quiz, I'll just move that there. So this is the actual quiz. Oh, wait a minute, sorry, syllabus quiz, this is it. So that is how every week looks. They all look the same. So for instance, let's go back again. Now let's look at week 2, which is professional organizations. Right here, I have an activity. You did not see this under week 1 because there's not an activity built. But if it has an activity, click on that, and it's going to, these are going to be items that are going to help you kind of, you know, commit to memory what you need to know for quizzes. Sometimes they're matching activities. Sometimes they're with a software that we use called SoftChalk. This one in particular is kind of like just a quick little research for you to do to understand professional organizations. But as you can tell, for this week, we don't have a view tab. That's because there's no video to view for that week. And so that's how each unit works, okay? If you have any questions, you can contact Ms. Cobb. Have a great semester.